The December 12th, 2012 meeting of the Urban Design Commission to order. We'll start with a roll call.
Jim Sawhill.
Here.
Andrew Garcia.
Here.
Jeff Dinwiddie.
Here.
Thomas Tiber.
Here.
Steve Pratt.
Here.
Monica Sullivan.
Here.
Prior to going to the consent agenda, we're going to have a couple of... are there any disclosures? Hearing none. I'm sorry, Mark. Sorry, Beth. Ms. Sullivan?
Yes, for the record, I was not in the commission on January 11, 2012, and will be abstaining from voting in resolutions 2012-001 and 2012-002.
Okay. Mr. Sawhill? Thank you, Mr. Sawhill. Mr. Pratt?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I was not present for the June 13th meeting, and I will be abstaining from voting on resolutions 20012-6 and 20127. And also, Mr. Chairman, I actually have another engagement this evening, so I will apologize in advance. I will be leaving shortly after the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Pratt. Are there any other disclosures? Hearing none, we're going to move forward. We are going to take the election of vice chair off the agenda. Elections are in March, and we're short-board already, so we'll just postpone that. Moving forward, we have a couple issues before the consent agenda. Real quick, we'll hear from Jill.
Just a quick note, the resolutions that were laid on the table, each of those contained clerical errors on dates, and those were corrected. So the ones in the packet, either the passed and approved date or the meeting or hearing date were incorrect, and we've corrected those. Those are the only changes, and just let you know, it was easier to bring them in than pull them from the consent agenda. And that's all I have at the moment. Thank you.
Can we get a motion to approve the consent agenda? We don't have a second. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. The computer's a little slow here. Mr. Sawhill has made a motion to approve the consent agenda, seconded by Mr. Tibor.
Mr. Chairman, just a procedural question, I think, for Jill. Do we have to pull the cases where people are going to abstain, or just as we have those on the record, we're okay?
No, we're fine. As long as you've got the revised ones in front of you,
Okay,
you're good.
great. Thank you.
Would anyone like to speak to the motion? Hearing none, all in favor? Any objection? Hearing none, the motion's approved. Thank you, Mr. Pratt. All right, moving on to item F2A, case number 2012129, Municipality of Anchorage, final site plan and landscape review for a public facility. Would the petitioner like to come forward?
Good evening.
Okay. You understand tonight we have a short board, and that when there is a short board, 5-member board of the commission, and a postponement is offered to or agreed by the petitioner, they will be moved to the next regular agenda. This should occur within 30 days, which does not require renoticing the case. If a petitioner was willing to postpone but unavailable to attend the next available meeting within 30 days, the petitioner has a one-time only option to choose the next certain date he or she can attend for no extra fee. When a postponement is required, the petitioner, there's a rescheduling fee, and a new public hearing date shall be determined by the planning department. This will put their case in the next available cutoff date, as they would require were submitting their case for the very first time. So basically, you got to get a unanimous vote tonight. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with proceeding.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Go ahead and proceed. I'm sorry, Sharon. You have a staff report first?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
My name is Heath Landon with the MOA.
Sorry, I'm going
Go
to make
ahead,
a
Sharon.
brief presentation, and then you're up.
Okay.
The project has not been reviewed by the Urban Design Commission previously due to a misunderstanding of the review process, and so the project has not been submitted for concept review. The purpose of the project is to expand the existing dining room and to take the opportunity to correct deficiencies in the kitchen as well as reorganize some of the administrative functions. Also, a new porte cochere is planned for the front entry. Currently, visitors to the building are confused about the location of the front entrance. The porte cochere will highlight the entrance as well as provide weather protection. The project has 3 additive alternates. In terms of furthering the goals and policies of the Comprehensive Development Plan and conforming to the Comprehensive Development Plan in the manner required by Chapter 21.05, the staff report shows 2 examples of where this project does meet the Comprehensive Plan. The Senior Center is owned by MOA but operated by Chugiak Senior Citizens Incorporated, a nonprofit. The proposed improvement is in compliance with the Comprehensive Plan update. There are a couple of corrections to the landscape plan, which are indicated in the staff report and our conditions. The shrubs for the planting bed on the north side of the porte cochere and the north side of the building will likely be in a shady area. The red twig dogwood and the lady fern should do fine, but other shrubs may not thrive in this location. There is some question as to whether the monument sign falls within the right-of-way. I believe the petitioner will have some information for us on that issue this evening, as well as a few other of the landscaping issues. That's all I have.
Thank you, Sharon. Would the petitioner like to come forward?
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Heath Landon. That's Heathlandon. I'm project manager for the MOA. I also have Walt Bullock with Envision Architecture here with me this evening. As Ms. Ferguson said, our project's located at the Chugiak Eagle River Senior Center on Birchwood Loop Road in Chugiak. The proposed project will expand the existing dining room, address some inefficiencies in the kitchen, as well as address some reorganization of administrative functions. The new covered drive and entry are planned for the senior center. The new canopy will significantly improve safety for the residents and visitors as they arrive at the facility. Additionally, the new entry will clearly define the main entrance. Currently, many visitors are easily confused about the location of the entrance. We do, as Ms. Ferguson said, have 3 additive alternates as part of the project. In order of priority, we would identify the covered drive-up canopy as priority, with the circular concrete plaza patio and associated landscape next in line, and then finally a new monument sign with an LED message center. We're very hopeful that we will be at least able to execute both the drive-up canopy and the concrete patio with the associated landscaping. We've been in communication with staff and have reviewed their comments and recommendations. We're in full agreement and don't have any issues whatsoever with acceptance of the staff recommendations as condition of approval by the commission. So I appreciate your time and welcome any questions of either me or Walt at this time.
Are there any questions of the petitioner? Doesn't sound like it. Can we have a motion? Yes, we're at the motion to approve. Unless anyone has any questions. We have a motion to approve. We have a motion to approve by Mr. Garsha, seconded by Mr. Tiber. Mr. Garsha, can you speak to your motion?
I make a motion to approve case number 2012-129, final site plan and landscaping review for the public facility. Everything seems to be in conformance with the, hold on, say again? Conditions. Oh, am I in the conditions? Based on the recommendations of the of staff, I move to approve this with all the conditions cited 1 through 6 on pages 4 through 5 of the packet.
Mr. Tiber.
I agree with Commissioner Garsha and intend to support the motion.
Mr. Sahel.
Absolutely.
Sorry, and didn't get any of it. I intend to support the motion. The Chugiak Eagle River is a great facility, and I think these improvements will enhance the facility, enhance the area. I concur with staff's analysis. I believe the project will further the goals of the comprehensive plan and also the Eagle River Chugiak plan. I think the additions are minor in nature, and the facility will continue to be in harmony with the neighborhood. There's going to be no additional demands on facilities, public facilities in the area. I guess for the record, I will state that I was a little disappointed that we didn't get a shot at a concept approval and we went straight to final, but I won't belabor that. Some of the conditions, I have confidence staff will be able to step in and handle, but it would have been nice to have those come back, such as the change of plant materials. But I don't think you'll be doing that again, Heath.
No, I won't. No, sir.
Again, is continuing with my findings. I think the landscape plans are well done and will add to the facilities, particularly if the The courtyard is able to be constructed in the back as part of the ad alternate, so I'll keep my fingers crossed that the prices come in well and we get that improvement. That's a tremendous amenity to the center, and I'm sure it'll get built someday, if not with this project. So I do believe the landscape elements do contribute to the project and to the facility. With the exception of some of the plant selections on the northern part of the building, I think the plant material selections were good and appropriate for this location and the weather conditions. And I just want to enter those findings into the record, and I, again, do intend to support it.
Thank you, Mr. Sawhill. Ms. Ferguson.
Yes, I just wanted to add, I did speak with Peter Briggs with Corvus Design, who did the landscape plan, and he said that he agreed that those plant selections in the shady area would have to change. So what his plan was is to put down, I think, gravel mulch or some sort of mulch in that area where it's shady, and then move the plants out of that area and then make that correction to where it had the purple leaf sand cherry. They're going to take that out and put something else in. And so I think we're all good on the landscaping.
On the landscaping, are we going to have is the net amount of plants going to stay the same?
It's going to stay the same, yes. No change there.
Excellent. Are there any other findings? Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is passed.
Thank you.
We have no unfinished business. There are no appearances. Are there any commissioner comments for tonight?
The only thing I was interested in hearing, Sharon, what our agendas are looking like in the future. We have some cases coming. And then the other issue is we got a short board. I guess we have one appointment in the queue.
Yeah, we do. We have, I sent over 3 resumes, beating the bushes, and I got 3 people interested who would, in being on the Urban Design Commission. All those were forwarded to the mayor. He has appointed one of those. So I think she hopefully may be with us for the January meeting. I'm not certain as to what the mayor's plans are for the other 3 vacancies. As to the upcoming caseload, it looks like in January, I think we have 2 cases that night, and so things are picking up. Jill, do you have it there in front of you?
Yeah.
Go ahead and let us know.
Okay. First, just for your information, the confirmation of the appointment's January 15th. And
Okay,
our meeting
so,
is January
so February.
Yep. So that leaves us with 2 cases in January. One is the final site plan review and landscape review for Old Eagle River Road, Monty Road to Baranoff. And the second case is a sign variance, maximum allowable height of a projection sign. That's for Covenant House, Alaska. And the final landscape is MOA for the road project. And that's January.
Okay.
So, Andrew, we may still need you next month. But we should be good after that, hopefully.
You need to just hit that. Yeah, there you go.
Tell her you're going bowling or something.
Ms. Sullivan?
Yeah, and I'm going to have to excuse from the Covenant House.
Okay. Okay, so even more so.
No, it's my project.
Yeah, that's a financial interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we get a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn. Second.
I think there's 3 seconds.
We never have problems getting someone to make that.
Is there any objection? We're adjourned.